about you all the time, and we, as her coworkers, can see how much she's changed since you all have been married. She's so softer and she's much more motherly. I know you probably don't want me to say that on the radio, but she is. She's softer,
Tell the truth.
motherly, and sweet. But one thing we were talking about is just why your fans navigate to you, because you're so real and you're so comfortable with being yourself. And even with your brand, there's so many other established brands that you've been able to surpass. Can you talk about the importance of making an authentic connection with your audience and just being yourself in that social media space?
Sure, that's actually something great to talk about. I feel like if and when you do fake it, at some point you're not going to be able to fake it. And I also feel like being yourself and in marketing itself, it doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to have a whole videographer team, a whole photographer team. Content nowadays is you just recording your day. And as long as the people, like everybody, we're all human. We all have similar problems. So as long as you're being yourself, people are going to be able to relate to that. Leaning into who you are authentically will get the audience that is made for you. It will get the demographic that is made for you. And the faking it part is the part that actually makes you get it a little while, but then it goes because you can only fake it so long.
Yep.
Speaking of faking it, let's stay there for a second, because there's a lot of people on Instagram, social media, that's faking hard, and they show a lot of money. They taking pictures in fancy cars, these big, huge mansions and stuff. And no disrespect to those that's been able to, to accomplish those kind of, those goals or whatever. But what is your advice to people that is trying to break through and build that brand for themselves on social media, but they just has not been able to do it yet? What's some words that you can share with them on that?
The first thing is to not compare yourself to everybody else, because a lot of stuff out there is fluff. One big part of marketing that has increased in the last 2 to 3 years is called cap marketing, where they say that they've done something, but they haven't. So I think when people look at and compare themselves to everybody else, it just can be very discouraging. TikTok is the biggest place right now to be able to go viral fast by authentically being you. I mean, we've all seen Charles, Your Lunch is Ready, and I love Miss Netta, but that is one specific example of brands that are able to surpass anybody off of being themselves. So I feel like as long as you can authentically communicate your messaging on what you're trying to get across, all will be well. And stop comparing yourself, or stop looking at the person next to you to the left or to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You doggone betcha. Now go ahead, Gary.
So, Judy, what do you see for the future of Kaleidoscope?
Me and my wife talked about that before. I feel like motherhood this time around, I do want to be a little bit more present in my child's life. So I feel like by the time True makes 5, I need to make a hard decision on whether I, hire a different CEO or whether we seek an exit plan or something like that. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep growing as much as I can within my power, as long as I can. And I just don't want it to take away from me being a mother this time around.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, how does it feel to have a sold-out tour, Judy?
It feels good. I feel good being back out in the streets a little bit, because I'm an inside type girl. So I feel good getting out, touching the people, teaching the people, hugging the people, experiencing the energy, and letting people know that anything is possible. I feel like my greatest lesson on my tour is pray through the process. So being able to connect people back to their faith life is a huge accomplishment for me. I've done it before. It's one of my greatest accomplishments to date. So I'm glad to be back out there doing that same thing again.
Okay, well, I got to get a quick question in. Hey, beautiful. Good morning. How you feeling?
Good morning. You're so beautiful.
This is so crazy with me. I get to be at home with you all the time, but I don't really get to do like my job with you unless you like come to Dish Nation. But I think this is the first time I ever interviewed you on the radio, so it's just really weird. But anyway, apart from you being an entrepreneur, a wife, a mom, an author, a motivational speaker, a philanthropist, a CEO, and so much more, how do you find balance between them all? What are some of the challenges or obstacles that you have endured?
Some of the obstacles are I have a wife that wants to make that doesn't understand all the time that my job is very It's very pulling on my time. I try to balance it all, but I feel like there is no such thing as perfect balance, because whenever you are really committed to your career, it's taken away from your family life. Whenever you're really committed to your family, it's taken away from your career. I feel like you just have to learn how to do the ebbs and the flows at the time needed to be able to satisfy all needs at some point. But at no point do I think that you can be 100% in all places.
There it is. Hey, Judy, we are so happy for you, and congratulations on everything. Thank you so much for joining us. And make sure y'all check out Kaleidoscope. Did I pronounce that right, Brent?
Yes, Kaleidoscope hair products.
Yes, Kaleidoscope hair products in a store.
Kaleidoscope by the Brat, the Miracle Drops.
Absolutely.
All the collections in the store near you. Sorry, I had to go in.
Yeah, and come on now. That's why we're here. Hey, y'all,
I love
please.
you, beautiful.
I love you too.
Love you, Judy. Please give it up for Judy Harris-Dupart.
Tell me why I'm sitting here so nervous. Okay.
But look, you did just what I said you was going to do.
That was pretty good. Shut up. Whatever. Oh, now they want to tease me. Whatever. Okay, I'm logging off. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day.
Sorry, I didn't know you was still